YouTube, it's been a minute. Now, I know it's been 6-7 months since the last time I posted. Forgive me. Now, it has been for a valid reason though. I've been battling with the idea of transitioning the brand. And as of right now, I created something that I love, but in the back of my mind, I do know that I wanted to go a different route. Given the fact that I have already started a good streetwear brand, at the end of the day, I've always wanted to do runway fashion. I've always wanted to create pieces that belong on a runway. Something that is exclusive and on people that want to draw attention, that want the eyes to go to them when they walk into the room. And with my current brand, Lost Ones, I know that the name and the brand feel doesn't correlate with the route that I want to go into. So, as of right now, I transitioned into a luxury brand, something that is upper echelon, runway, couture fashion. So I went from Lost Ones to Leanne Olivier. And I know it's been a very long time, but I've already dropped my first piece. If you want to see what that piece is, you got a little preview right here. But I'm going to make another video on that, going into detail on this specific piece. But I have made the transition from streetwear into luxury runway fashion, couture, whatever you want to call it. And I want this video to serve a purpose and to let people know that it's okay to change. It's okay to have something, run with it, and then honestly, whenever you want to change it, you can change it. And that's a good thing with being a smaller brand, is you have that flexibility. You're able to do that. Now, I will say it's not the end of Lost Ones, but I'm putting my focus on Leanne Olivier right now just to build this up. Now, Lost Ones will end up being a diffusion line of Leanne Olivier. So my purpose with Leanne Olivier is to provide high quality, low quantity pieces. I want to provide something that gives my clients a sense of status. I want this to be your go-to when you have an event, in all honesty. If you're going out somewhere and the eyes are going to be out, the cameras are flashing, I want you to be able to put my piece and know that, hey, this is going to be something that draws attention to me. It's going to be a conversation piece. It's going to be something that will make your night. That's what I want with Leanne Olivier. I want to do runway shows. I want to be able to provide that type of atmosphere for my clients, just because I know that when you have that type of environment for your pieces, you're able to push this to a different type of crowd. And that's just what I want. I want to have that because I know that the sky's the limit with this. There is no limit when it comes to Leanne Olivier in my eyes. I want to be with those New York Fashion Weeks, Paris Fashion Weeks. I want to be out there. I want to have those big names wanting to see the upcoming seasons, what pieces we're going to be dropping. And with that, I have to take a different route. Now, in regards to Lost Ones, I'm always going to keep that, but that's going to be something that is going to be more accessible for people. When they come to my website, I want to have Leanne Olivier. Those are going to be the high ticket pieces. But then let's just say, you don't want to drop that $500,000 on a piece. You will have the Lost Ones piece out there. So you'll be able to spend that $50 to $120 for a garment. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to that, though, obviously we're going to have different types of fabrics when it comes to these pieces. But I want to be able to have something, Lost Ones will be able to streamline a lot of revenue down the road. And Leanne Olivier is going to be our runway pieces, our one-of-ones, our couture stuff. So it's going to be, hey, we're having a client reaching out. I'm going to the Met Gala. I want to work with you to get a specific custom piece, whether that be a jacket, whether that be a pair of trousers, some denim, shoes, either or. I want to be able to provide that service for them. And when it comes to being that luxury fashion house, we're also going to have those specific events for our clients. I want to be able to provide these type of services because that is ultimately where I see my business going. At the end of the day, I want to have these type of services so that we're able to push these pieces worldwide. I want to be international. I want to have stores, Paris, London, Miami, Milan. That's where I see the brand going. And with that, changes need to be made, and I have to go in the direction that my heart's telling me to go. The Lord has put this specific vision in my mind, and with that, if you want to change, you got to leave your old self behind. And that's something that I do have to do. Now, in regards to, just pieces that I already have out there, those are going to be the archive stuff. And if you do have that stuff, I do appreciate you. Just know that you have archive pieces now, at the end of the day. That's how I want people to view this stuff. I don't want it to just be something else you got in your closet. And the close people around me, they know how I view, my pieces. But I just want to have that atmosphere when it comes to the brand. I want people to hear Leanne Olivier and say, oh man, that just sounds like a nice designer brand, And at the end of the day, it is designer. I'm the designer. So that's how I want people to view this. I want to be a fashion house. Right now, obviously we're in the ground stages of it. We're building it up. I'm trying to build something that's going to outlast my time here on Earth. And to do that, I just have to make these necessary changes. I love Lost Ones. I truly do. I'm so grateful for everything that I've done, the pieces, everything that has been able to move. You can't see it, but I have one of them. I'm most known for this jacket right here, but I'm ready to make these changes and these steps into the direction that I want to go to. So if you made it this far, I've made the transition into luxury fashion house, and I hope that you come along with this journey. I've been posting all my steps already on this channel, and this is just the next one. I'm building something. All I ask is for the support. If you want to buy pieces, you can, but all I need is likes and reshares, repost it, because I can have my next client on your timeline. And that's the biggest thing for me, man. But all in all, I'm back. I'm back to making more content. I'm back to showing you guys the behind the scenes and the stuff that needs to happen to be able to create successful brands, whether it be with Shoot First or Leanne Olivier, Lost Ones. I'm gonna make it happen, and I'm gonna keep showing you guys what it takes, how long it takes, and just the necessary things to be able to save you, some money whenever you're doing this type of stuff. If you're trying to start a clothing brand, if you already have a clothing brand, I just want to give you some tips from my perspective when it comes to this. But all in all, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I love you. But I'll see you guys later, man. See you in the next video. Deuces.